ẹ̀dùnnú kẹfẹ́ yín. Lórí 94.9 ẹ̀dùnnú kẹfẹ́ yín.
32 FM 94.9.
My head's so far away.
Mornings are for dreamers.
Say I'm a dreamer, yes I'm a dreamer. Oh,
The break of dawn for champions.
Champion, champion, champion,
On 32 FM 94.9.
All right, a very good morning to you out there. This is 32 FM 94.9. It's the morning of the 10th of June, 2025. It's time to bring you the major headlines coming out of the newspaper this morning. My name is Kenny Durotilu. I have the Punch newspaper, the Daily Post, the Vanguard newspaper, the Nation newspaper, the Premium Times, and a bunch of other papers this morning. Let's start off with the front page of the Daily Post newspaper this morning. Some major stories. Nigerian government gives update on wage award, minimum wage payments. It's a major one there. Lakurawa terrorist explosive device kills 6 men, injures 3 women in Sokoto. Ground rent sealing embassies will lead to diplomatic crisis for Nigeria. Falana warns Wike. Elsewhere, PDP accuses Aiyedatiwa of abandoning Akeredolu's projects, victimizing ex-boss's aides. Troops neutralize terrorist kingpin Malam Jida. Others in Borno. Other stories out of Daily Post. Tinubu's brain very alert. Atiku's ex-spokesman Segun Showmi. Falana reveals those benefiting from Tinubu's administration. Ground rents go to court. Falana warns Wike against arbitrary action. ICPC, FIDA join forces to tackle rising sex for marks scandal in universities. Taraba police arrest factional church pastors, members over violation of state order. Defection APC assures Akwa Ibom's Governor Eno of full support. Governor Oti supporting Tinubu, Orji Kalu. PDP accuses Aiyedatiwa of abandoning Akeredolu's projects, victimizing ex-boss's aides. Guba poll, Adeleke's defection to APC will spell electoral doom, youth group warns. Atiku, Amechi, Obi, El Rufai are my friends. I don't understand their coalition. Orji Uzokalu. This one says 2027. It's too early to talk about elections. Abia Governor, OT. Why Dangote should sell PMS for 770 naira per litre. Ipman, fix inflation, electricity, things Tinubu must do to get to be greatest Nigerian president. Alaji, Nigerian petrol marketers reduce pump price for patronage. Naira gains 32.38 naira against dollar week on week. Elsewhere, this one's sports related. Most valuable players in the world. Full list. That's something you can find from the Daily Post this morning. Taking stories out of the Punch newspaper now. This one is a major one. Defections. Hurricane Tinubu sweeps 12 more senators. Reps. Audit flop. Nigeria forfeits $4 million from World Bank loan. Fraudsters demanding money from investors. NNPC warns. Lagos vows to protect coastline, tackle climate risks. Coalition against Tinubu lacks credibility, says Umahi. Imported food obsession killing local agriculture. Obatolu, ex-IART director. Dangote vows downstream overhaul to shake all sector. Love or lies, fake genotype results fuel rise in sickle cell births, broken homes. Tears joy as Nigerian pilgrims depart Saudi for Hajj. Jonathan treatment comment, APC threatens to sanction Ndume. Lagos alternative power boom. exceeds national grid capacity. That's according to reports from the Punch newspaper this morning. Audit flop. Already took that one. Fraudsters demanding money from investors. And MPC One's firm showcase tech innovation at Sapphire 2025. Alright, so in politics-related stories from the Punch this morning, 2027 zone presidencies are south. PDP stakeholders urge party leadership. Wike rallies PDP stakeholders retrace G5 stance on 2023 elections. Osun 2026 APC scribe denies seeking Aregbesol's support. Presidential aide, Aldo resigns. All right, moving over to the Daily Trust. Defections push APC members to 68 in Senate, 207 in reps. Poor emergency services, dog. Abuja FMC. Flood residents resist evacuation, seek help. Center advocates harmonized data on out-of-school children. Falana warns FCTA against sealing of embassies. Kaduna. After naval officer's death, security forces raid hideouts, arrest 27 suspects. Mokwa flood, road bridges, reconstruction to gulp 7 billion naira. Bago. Saraki, Dankwambo meets Makinde in Oyo over PDP crisis. Other stories will be what I would have done differently. 6 killed in another Plateau attack. Miriam Abacha, my husband, never stole Nigeria's money. 2027 division in Tinubu space. A few more stories from the Daily Trust. Falana warns FCTA against sealing of embassies. Kaduna, after naval officer's death, already took that. We'll take something else. Saraki. All right, I'll take this one. PDP disagrees with Wike Ayawu over neck. I may leave Nigeria over plot to silence me. Professor Utomi. From the Vanguard newspaper, Ndume to Tinubu, 22 PDP governors endorsed Jonathan, yet he lost woefully. Presidency will be clash over fuel subsidy, forex policies. Nigeria failed him. Ex-army major dies in kidnapper's den after 10 million naira ransom payment. Other headlines here. Nigeria would have been in crisis if G5 hadn't worked against PDP. That's coming from Wike this morning. Scores eliminated as NAF airstrikes destroyed terrorist enclaves in Lake Chad. PDP stakeholders, leaders reaffirm Ayawu as substantive national secretary. 3 years felt like 40. Patience Jonathan breaks silence on PhD Jenny. Killing of naval officer, Kaduna police, others arrest 27 suspected criminals. Troops kill another Boko Haram kingpin in Yobe. Show Me Hills Tinubu says he's unaware of Atiku's 2027 bid. Talking about 2027 elections is plain like God. Governor Oti says sealing embassies could lead to diplomatic crisis for Nigeria. Falana warns Wike. I'll take one more. State of nation, one party state impossible in Nigeria. Olu Falai. We'll take a commercial break now. When we come back, it'll be time for the analysis of the headlines on the Papers Review this morning. To stay with us.
Stay tuned to 32 FM 94.9.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development. and the care they need with the new NAN-Kid 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics to help your child's digestion and development, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. And all of these work together to support your child's development and growth today and tomorrow. NAN-Kid 4. Nourish your child's potential.
One day now, one day. Walk no go rest deep. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you no day complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that won't stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We no go for your hand.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
àfi ká wá nǹkan ṣe sọ́rọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tó ń gbówó lórí yìí o. lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ a máa dín owó tá à ń san fáwọn ìkànnì mọ́ọ̀máwòrán kù. 3 crowns milk láti.
rárá o ẹ má dé bẹ́ẹ̀ rárá o.
torí kíni.
iṣẹ́ ńlá ni màmá ń ṣe àti pé 3 crowns milk máa ń ṣara àwọn màmá lóore kí wọ́n lè máa ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fẹ́ bí wa.
ìṣúra aláìlẹ́gbẹ́ làwọn màmá torí náà jẹ́ kí màmá mọ rírì ìṣúra tí wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú 3 crowns milk.
3 crowns milk ìlera àwọn màmá ayọ̀ ẹbí.
Golden penny pasta, what's your reason? What's your reason? Oh, everybody gather round. Come and hear the news in town. From the kitchen to my heart, every single body's a thrill. With every bowl I share, I find more reasons.
There are more reasons to love Golden Penny pasta, enriched with protein and fiber for you and your loved ones. Golden Penny pasta, great taste, good nutrition.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe Original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong, finish strong.
ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáfù.
It's okay.
Kí ló ń sún ọpọ́n ìrẹsì jọ̀lọ́ọ̀fù lọ sípele ìgbádùn tó ga? Ṣé tí wọ́n bá sè é pẹ̀lú kóró náà fún adùn tó kà màmá yẹn ni? Tàbí tẹ́ ẹ bá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ojúlówó sàláàdì Nàìjíríà, èso kábéèjì, kárọ̀tì, lẹ́tùsì, àtẹ̀wà oníkíndìnrín díẹ̀.
Ó ní láti jẹ́ méjèèjì. Ṣé jollof rice rẹ pẹ̀lú adùn kóró náà kí o wá jẹ́ pẹ̀lú ọ̀pọ̀ ẹ̀fọ́. Ó yá jẹ́ kí ọ̀pọ̀ oúnjẹ rẹ gbé pẹ́ẹ́lí. Lónìí, jẹun tó dáa.
Every day when my children return from school, I don't recognize them. Hello, do I know you?
It's us, mommy.
But these dirty sweaty uniforms and socks, we're clean in the morning. Everything don't transform. I understand though, school is hectic. It takes energy to come home this transformed. So I make sure they have some nutritious Milo at breakfast.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
You're listening to 32 FM 94.9.
All right, it's glad to know you're there with us. 32 FM 94.9, the paper's review. It's time to delve into the analysis of the headlines this morning. My name is Kenny Durutilu. Joining me for the analysis is Mr. Femi Olukunle this morning. Good morning, sir.
Kenny, good morning to you, and I greet our listeners. Good morning to you all.
All right, we'll take this headline. Defections push APC members to 68 in Senate, 207 in reps. There's also a similar headline from The Punch. Hurricane Tinubu to sweep 12 more senators. That report says that the defections from the opposition in the National Assembly has increased the membership of the APC to 68 in the Senate and about 207 in the House of Reps, barely 2 years into the life of the 10th National Assembly. Let's have your reaction to this, Mr. Femi. There's also reports about the APC courting about 4 PDP governors, 10 Akwa Ibom and NAS members to join Governor Eno as well. Many of these defectors have also criticized the APC in the past. What has changed in about 2 years? Is it the party's performance in governance?
Surely it's not the party's performance, because everybody knows that the party is not doing well. Anyone in this country who will sing the praise of APC will be a member who is not sincere to Nigerians. And it will be a person who is being patronized by APC, who is eating from the tables of APC. That is, such people are the ones that can say that, yes, APC is doing well. However, I see APC like APC is a parasitic. It's a parasite. From the outset, APC has been a parasite. And another name there's a name that is common in Oyo State here, Jagba. So APC is a Jagba party from the outset. If you look at, and then the father of APC is the current president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Remember when APC wanted to come into being, ACN, CPC, and the splinter group of PDP, they called themselves New PDP, and some others came together, and it was Bola Ahmed Tinubu was moving. Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the former governor of Osun State, Bisi Akande, former governor of Edo State, I've forgotten the name of that person. He was, at that time, I think he was the national chairman of ACN or so then, were the ones moving about. They went to call Rotimi Amechi from Rivers. They went to Kokoso in Kano. They went to Wamako in Sokoto. They went to Ahmed in Kwara. And there was another governor that they went to. So they brought all these people in to fortify themselves in order to fight against Jonathan. So from the outset, APC has been a Jagba party. So what they are doing now is not new to anyone who has been following their trajectory, who has been following the goings on in the political arena of this country. And then for those who are shifting their allegiance to APC, it goes further to signpost the fact that people don't have conscience in this country, and there is no political party in this country. What we have is just a platform to win election, because there is no ideology, there is no conscience. And I see APC just like somebody who cheated in an exam and passed, he had flying colors, and some people are praising him for having good results, whereas he has cheated. I see APC like a woman who got promoted above those who are his seniors. Who are seniors with what they call bottom power. Got promoted ahead of her seniors and those who are diligent. So that one will be happy, be celebrating in that new office. And this kind of thing does not do any other thing other than killing patriotism and hard work, because you will not be happy that look at these people. And for those politicians, those governors from PDP stealing people's mandate given to them, taking it to APC, they are the people who are looking for where the head of their muscles will be read. They are Amala muscles, where it is going to be read. And where it can be read is APC, that is controlling the federal purse. That is why. And for the president, I know that he will stop at nothing to ensure that he wins the 2027 election. We are seeing it. Foot soldiers are working seriously, and I know that money is exchanging hands. It's exchanging hands seriously. So when you don't have conscience, and when you don't think about people that gave you mandate, when you feel freely to trade people's mandate, there's nothing you cannot do. And of course, the aggregate of all these things is just that we are killing the laws of this country, because the law says you cannot, if you are a member of a National Assembly, you are a member of a House of Representatives, you are you are a member of a state assembly or whatever, you cannot carry people's mandate to another party. You have to drop it. But what are we seeing? They are doing it with reckless abandon, with impunity. Nobody is going to challenge them, and that is why they are doing what they are doing. So, I don't know what to say further other than what I've said.
All right,
it's unfortunate.
Mr. Femi, Aline Dumbe, the former chief whip, he's come out to say that all the endorsements that Mr. President is getting now, some of the defections as well, is not necessarily, in his opinion, going to translate into him winning the elections in 2027. Given the example of, Jonathan, at that time, how do you react to that?
He's correct. At the same time, he's wrong. He's correct because if it were a level playground, if it were free election, if it were no shifting of somebody's figures to another man's domain, it will be correct. Because you remember, even during the time of Jonathan, the national chairman of PDP betrayed Jonathan. He was working for another party. So many people around Jonathan were even working for another party. So in this case, some people may be deceiving President Tinubu. Some people may be working against him. But the fact of the matter is that if they will allow Nigerians who are the legitimate voters, if they will allow them to vote and their votes can't, then Ndume may be right. But in this case, those who should make laws to ensure that we have clean, free, fair election are the ones populating APC. And they will not make any law against their own personal interests. They will not. Because there are so many things that should be changed before 2027 in our electoral laws. There are so many things. I've always been saying it. If they don't make it a heavily punishable offense for a policeman to look the other way while some people are snatching ballot boxes, we are going nowhere. If they don't make it a heavily punishable offense for thugs to go to polling units to steal ballot boxes or to harass people or to maim and kill people because they are voting for people that they want, we are going nowhere. If they don't make it compulsory for INEC to transmit election results from the polling unit to IREF and therefore onward transmission to Central Collation Center, we are going nowhere. So there are so many things that have to be done by this National Assembly people. But I doubt whether they will do it, because if they do that, it's like they have already made a beautiful coffin for themselves.
All right, I'll take this report from The Punch. Aliko Dangote has hinted at a major shakedown of the downstream oil sector. He says that this shakedown is not just a price reduction, it will be a comprehensive overhaul of the entire downstream ecosystem. Nigerians have heard many promises about this in the past from the oil sector. Talk about reforms. Can we be optimistic, Mr. Femi, that this shakedown, like they put it, will be any different?
Well, I know Dangote is not a man that is clearless with his words, but at the same time, he's not in government, although he is a friend of people in government. So if anybody is going to give us a policy statement, it has to be somebody in government, not a trader. Dangote, no matter how rich he is a trader. So he cannot give us a policy statement that will run the oil sector of this country. So he may have probably stolen that from somebody in government, but it is not from him that Nigerians want to hear that. It is from somebody saddled with that enormous responsibility. I mean, the running of the oil sector of this country. So whatever it is that they want to do, let them have the masses of this country as the centerpiece of that decision. And that is just it.
What do you make of the president's endorsements, by his appearance at the recent event where he was seen, with the president of the refinery. When does support for that refinery become too much?
The support can never be too much. In fact, it needs the support of government, because it appears now that it is only Dangote's refinery that we have in this country. Even the West African countries are relying on Dangote, because the other time they came, all of them were there. They were saying that, yes, so you are our savior. We will not be importing from outside, from faraway countries in the West. So Dangote is not responsible for Nigerians alone. It's responsible to the West African sub-region of Africa. However, it needs government, because the people that populate NNPC, they don't want him to survive. They don't want him to succeed. They want that refinery to die. And that is the way they have killed our own refineries, national refineries. They want it to happen to it, so that they will be importing from outside. However, I don't want Dangote alone to survive. I want the modular refineries to come upstream, so that there will be healthy competition in that industry, so that nobody will have a monopoly. But whether it is Dangote, whether the modular refineries, they need protection from the hawks in the NNPC.
All right, there's a story out of the Punch. Off-grid and self-generated electricity in Lagos State surpassed Nigeria's entire grid-connected capacity. A report by the Africa Finance Corporation has revealed, raising concerns over the growing energy access crisis in the country. How do you see this development, Mr. Femi? Is this a positive one for you? And what can other states, glean from this one?
I don't know why other states have not been generating electricity, because I remember that before former President Buhari left office, there was I think he came out with a decision to liberalize the generation of electricity. So even where we are now, I expect the Odua states to team up and give us electricity. So we have over relied on the national grid that is so epileptic, that is that will die today and wake up tomorrow. We don't need it. We cannot develop. So if we have a firm that is generating more than what the country is generating, I think it's a plus. And we should have more of such firms generating power for us in this country. Right. Because I don't know why a 65-year-old country will still be generating less than 10 megawatts of electricity, and we say we want to develop. It is not possible.
All right, Mr. Femi, you have about 1 minute to go, but before the next break, but I'd like you to quickly touch on this one, and if you can't actually, finish with that, we'll come back and continue the conversation. It's a report out of Vanguard. Nigeria failed him. Ex-army major dies in kidnapper's den after 10 million ransom payment. Apparently, 50 million was requested or demanded rather from the family of this man, and they couldn't afford that, so it came down to 10 million much later. Upon paying that money, apparently before they got there, he was on medications as well. They couldn't send his medications to him. The man passed on by the time he was released after the ransom was paid as well.
It is not that man alone that Nigeria has failed. Nigeria has failed me, as I'm sitting. Nigeria has failed you as you are sitting by my side. And when Nigeria has failed Nigerians. So because this one is an ex-soldier, ex-major, that's why they are casting that kind of a headline. Nigerian government has failed almost all of us, except those of them in power and their friends. So how many people have died in Plateau State? How many people have died in Benue State? How many people have died in Zamfara State? And how many people have died in Borno State? And we have traced this thing to these killings have been traced to some Nigerians known to government, whose names government is reluctant to name. And aside from giving out their names, government is reluctant to deal with them. So we have been failed. So all of us have been failed. All of us are casualties, not that ex-major alone.
All right, we're going to commercial now. When we come back, it'll be time to take your thoughts on the stories this morning. Just stay with us.
32 FM 94.9.
One day now, one day. Walk no go rest deep. Say you still fit go on holiday. Make you know they complain. Retire in grand style. Make it worth your while. Choose a partner that won't stress you out. Let's shape your future. Access ARM is working for you. Access ARM is investing for you. To live a life that you dream for you. We no go for your head.
Let's help you shape the future you deserve. Access ARM Pensions. Future shaping.
Mr. Teacher, please, what happens when children come to school? How is it that they leave home very neat and return looking so different?
Non-stop action, ma. All the learning and sports burn energy. So those sweat stains, dirty uniforms and shoes, they show that your kid has been very active.
Now, wow.
Your kids need nourishing energy. Give them Milo at breakfast. It has nutrients that support energy release to help them get the most out of their day. Milo, energy to go further.
Golden penny pasta, what's your reason? What's your reason? Oh, everybody gather round. Come and hear the news in town. From the kitchen to my heart, every single body's a thrill. With every bowl I share, I find more reasons.
There are more reasons to love Golden Penny pasta, enriched with protein and fiber for you and your loved ones. Golden Penny pasta, great taste, good nutrition.
This taste na banger, this taste na creamy rich, this taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1. Thickness, enjoyment, yumminess, happiness, delightfulness, deliciousness, smoothness. This taste na new Nescafe, original 3-in-1.
Enjoy more creamy richness with the new Nescafe Original 3-in-1 in the new pack. That's strong, finish strong.
Ẹ̀yin fans mi.
It's okay.
Ẹ lọ sórí gbogbo ìkànnì ìbánidọ́rẹ̀ẹ́ ní 32 FM 949 fẹ̀yìn ẹ̀ àsáàpù.
It's okay.
Is that Alfie playing football in the rain?
It's 𝐷𝐵𝐶.
My goodness. When did he grow up? That's it with kids, though.
It's amazing how your child grows up before your eyes. Enable their thriving development with the new NANKID 4 with HMOs to support your child's development, probiotics, and high-quality proteins to support age-appropriate growth. NANKID 4. Nourish your child's potential.
And they stay there.
All we do is win, 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 and win on the Call and Win Game Show.
Mondays through Fridays from 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. Insert Chop My Money song by First Square.
àfi ká wá nǹkan ṣe sọ́rọ̀ àwọn nǹkan tó ń gbówó lórí yìí o. lákọ̀ọ́kọ́ a máa dín owó tá à ń san fáwọn ìkànnì mọ́ọ̀máwòrán kù. 3 crowns milk láti.
rárá o ẹ má dé bẹ́ẹ̀ rárá o.
torí kíni.
iṣẹ́ ńlá ni màmá ń ṣe àti pé 3 crowns milk máa ń ṣara àwọn màmá lóore kí wọ́n lè máa ṣàtìlẹ́yìn fẹ́ bí wa.
ìṣúra láìlẹ́gbẹ́ làwọn màmá torí náà jẹ́ kí màmá mọ rírì ìṣúra tí wọ́n jẹ́ pẹ̀lú 3 crowns milk.
3 crowns milk ìlera àwọn màmá ayọ̀ ẹbí.
32 FM
94.9.
All right, the Papers Review 32 FM 94.9. It's time to take your reactions to the headlines this morning. The phone number to call is 0906 2000 949 again. 0906 2000 949. You can also try the other lines 0705 5000 949. I will take this one. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, please, I will please that you give me just 1 minute or 1 minute 30 seconds to express my view this morning. Please, I want to let Mr. Olukunle understand one.
Your name, sir. Your name, sir. First of all, your name. Let's have your name.
My name is Adeni.
Okay. All right.
I want Mr. Olukunle to understand one thing, that there is movement everywhere. What we are seeing in Nigerian political space is what is called political evangelism. The question we need to ask other political parties, we have 18 political parties now. Why is it that it is only APC all other politicians are moving to? In your Mukandani, Otagba, and to Mudani, so Mudani Dadani. You are Usolukule is saying some people are the APC is political jagba. What about those people holding those political power? Why are they losing it to other political parties? You see, there is something unique, strategic, and very, very, very special about Tinubu that other people don't understand. He must have a magical touch that is using to draw them to his side.
No.
He's talking about political evangelism. Other political parties like Obi, Atiku, they are doing political lamentation. And that is what they did in 2023. Tinubu was busy prophesying that Emilio can. They in their own campaign, they were talking about problems.
All right, thank you very much. We have to go. You had your 1 minute there. Mr. Fem, you want to react to that comment?
He was one of my boys when we were in Tribune, so I know him very well. He
he
loves APC so much, so I reserve my comments about what he has said.
All right. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, this is Prince Bome Adefosi calling from Apata.
All right, thank you. Go ahead.
Yes, analyst was right with his submission that the ruling opposition are doing jagba. That is that. If you look at the administration of Mr. President Bola Tinubu very well, you will see that it is only politicians that are praising him. Nigerians are not praising him. Only those that they are in the same party that will just come up with a flimsy defense that he's doing well. And meanwhile, we are all living in this country. We know the situation of things in Nigeria. And it's time. Mr. President should not get carried away, because this was how people endorsed Jonathan. Governors endorsed Jonathan during his own time, and he lost. That is why I keep saying that let Mr. President prioritize the good people of Nigeria. That, reduce the fuel pump price, make sure that the little dividends of Nigerians are asking for are payment. That's my submission. Good morning.
Well, thank you very much. We're live on Facebook, 32FM949. On Facebook, you can drop your comments on that platform as well. Once again, the phone lines 0906 2000 949, 0705 5000 949. Mr. Femi, let's have your reaction to this headline from the Punch. Wike rallies PDP stakeholders, retraces G5 stance on 2023 election. We heard the minister has attributed the stability in the country to the activities of the G5 governors in the country.
In fact, that is one funny, very, very funny. I don't want to call it irresponsible to say that it was G5 that stabilized Nigeria. I can say that G5 gave Wike the wings that he used to fly into office as Minister of FCT, because he used the G5 to trade. And I'm so happy that Governor Seyi Makinde of Oyo State has retreated his steps. It's no longer part of them. What is happening now? I want to even call this G5 undertakers, because they are the ones that have killed the PDP, because they gave the muzzle to Wike in order to do all those things he's doing now. However, Wike is not done yet with PDP until PDP is in third. So that is why he has called his old friends together for the next action. He's talking about mandatorily Anyanwu must be the secretary of PDP. Yes, you went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court said that one is the secretary. Okay, and the party says okay. Supreme Court says you are the secretary, but we now are saying that we don't want you any longer. So Wike wants things to go his own way, and he's now saying that the general meeting they want to have in August will not hold then. It should be in October. You see, he's dictating to them. And I don't see Wike belonging to APC and PDP any longer. He's more of APC than PDP because he's working against his party. However, thank God I'm neither APC nor PDP nor Labour. But you see what these people are doing is having ripple effects on Nigeria. They are disturbing the peace of this country, and they don't allow us to have good opposition to work to correct APC. That is why we are where we are. So Wike is doing a great disservice to us as a nation.
Again, the phone line 0906 2000 949. On Facebook, Okediran Babatunde says it's unfortunate those responsible for the influx of bandits and breeding miscreants are the ones in power and equally ganging up to snatch power. Is there any hope that the country will be better? He says. Suleiman Sharif says late Abacha's wife's suppose allow the sleeping dog to lie. My question is, the money recovered in his bank account overseas is what? It goes on to say, regarding Hurricane Tinubu sweeps 12 more senators and reps. The funny part is the masses and the majority of voters are not defecting, but only the politicians. History will surely repeat itself in 2027 election. What is the result when 22 governors endorse ex-President Jonathan's re-election bid? Efforts in futility, he says. Okay, again, 0705 5000 949. 0906 2000 949 is the number to be part of the conversation on Papers Review this morning. Let's take this one on Facebook. Miriam Yetunde says, as politicians defect ahead of the 2027 election, the trend raises concerns. However, I believe that if opposition party members remain united and focused on holding the APC accountable for their actions, Nigerians might still benefit. May our leaders be guided to make wise decisions, she says. Let's take this one from the Vanguard. Mr. Femi Serap to Tinubu, stop Wike from shorting 34 embassies over unpaid ground rents.
Even a fool knows that to tamper with embassies of a foreign country is wrong. A fool should know that. So Wike cannot just do that, because we have a ministry that supervises these embassies. We have Ministry of Foreign Affairs. So Wike must not be allowed to do anything to those embassies. Yes, the embassies should pay us. But for Wike to take unilateral decision by locking up the embassies, that would be a monumental embarrassment for the country. So I align with Serap and Falana. So Ministry of Foreign Affairs should be allowed to take care of the situation.
All right, it's time to go. Mr. Femi, thank you very much for the analysis this morning. We do appreciate your insights on the stories. The Papers Review returns tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. My name is Kenny Durutilu. The Smart Kid Show is up next. Good morning.